In the world of magic, illusion, and death-defying escapes, no one has had the impact of the legendary Harry Houdini. Why is the name Houdini still at the top, even decades after his death? The answer is in an unlikely location, Appleton, Wisconsin. Within this building, one of the world's strangest museums, would-be modern-day Houdinis and tourists come to look at the world's greatest collection of Houdini memorabilia and to study the secrets of the master. At the Houdini Museum, escape artist Bill Shirk researched the buried alive, the escape Houdini feared most, then made it more dangerous with 7 tons of wet cement.
Houdini always wanted to make the crowd think he wasn't going to make it. And the ultimate escape to him would be that he would make you think he was dead, and then he would come back to life. I like to walk to the edge of death, look it straight in the face, and say, not this time.
With his secret key, Houdini escaped almost any type of handcuff. But the museum collection contains one escape that terrified him.
Houdini admitted to only one fear, the fear of being buried alive. He was buried once, and he said he would never do it again. He considered buried alive the world's most dangerous escape.
On the 64th anniversary of Houdini's death, California escape artist, the amazing Joe Burris, attempted to one-up the master with a buried-alive escape. From under 7 tons of cement. Unexpectedly, the coffin collapsed. Amazing Joe was crushed under its weight. Rescue efforts were not successful. 1 year later, also on the anniversary of Houdini's death, Indiana escape artist Bill Shirk accepts a challenge. He will attempt to repeat the escape that frightened Houdini and took the life of Amazing Joe.
How you feeling, Bill?
A little nervous. Is a problem, you know, and I don't like to preach doom, but now that this dirt is now wet, it's just like adding buckets of water.
Shirk has worked out a way to maintain two-way communications with his above-ground crew. He tapes on an earpiece so it can't get loose. He tapes a transmitter receiver to his body.
Because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, if I get down there and I find out something's wrong, I say dig me up.
One more?
Too tight? I'm not in this to kill myself, believe me. I don't think.
Real slow, real slow. Very slow. That's as far as it's gonna go, boy, right there.
The coffin doesn't fit right, maybe because of the rain. Shirk is raised to the surface. The site is reconfigured with a hand shovel. Shirk is lowered once more.
Hey, don't throw anything on top. You gotta remove the top.
The first phase of burial adds dirt to all sides of the plexiglass coffin and an inch of dirt to the top. The event is broadcast live over radio.
We're going to go back to the radio station.
TV news crews from around the country are on hand. With the dirt filled in at the proper level, a cement truck moves into place. The crew is careful not to fill the hole too quickly. The plexiglass coffin is fragile. Concrete is poured in for more than 20 minutes. 2 more inches will completely fill it in. Suddenly, the level sinks. the coffin has collapsed. The crew chief calls in a backhoe. They dig a rescue trench. The concrete begins to harden. If Shirk is not found quickly, his air supply will be cut off. They cannot find him. In desperation, the crew chief digs by hand.
Thank God he spared my life on this one, and it'll be a while before I'll do one of these, I'll tell you that.
Shirk's escape will receive international news coverage, but even with that, he is not likely to test his luck again.
I'm a professional. When I'm defying death, I have to maintain control of the escape. When you unleash forces that cause you to lose control, it becomes a matter of luck. And when you depend on luck, that's when your luck will run out.
The Houdini Museum chronicles the master's ever more daring escapes, how he developed new skills and never counted on luck. The lessons are all there for his followers. The museum exhibits show that in his life, Houdini understood his audience and their fascination with death. To have his public fear his imminent death was the essential element in all of Houdini's escapes, especially his water escapes.
Thousands of people would come to watch Houdini do his bridge jumps. He would be shackled and chained and jump into the murky water, emerge minutes later with shackles in hand, and he was assured that not only the thousands of people who watched him do the bridge jump would be there, they would also be at the box office filling his magic show for weeks.
And there he goes. He is into the water. A huge splash.
Bill Shirk found it a sure draw at the beginning of his career.
The arms are free. Bill Shirk has done it.
3,000 people turned out to watch. After he announced on radio he would repeat Houdini's escape, and in his own words, stare death in the face. The Houdini Museum attracts the curious from around the world to Appleton, Wisconsin. It is a popular tourist destination. But why do so many professionals, magicians, illusionists, and escapists flock here?
The archives of the Houdini Museum in Appleton, Wisconsin are the best in the world. If you want to learn about Houdini's secrets, keep a sharp eye. You can learn from the master.
Houdini gained fame as an escape artist. He made headlines breaking out of these chains and breaking out of jails. It's another lesson Bill Shirk took away from the Houdini Museum.
I was put in 3 pair of handcuffs, 150 pounds of chains and padlocks, leg cuffs. They slammed the cell door shut. I escaped in 4 hours and 40 minutes. I had set a world record for a jailbreak.
The Houdini Museum tells the story of a legend who lives on today.
Houdini was the greatest magician of all time, but he was also the greatest daredevil of all time and the greatest promoter of all time. The last 20 years of his life, he was the highest paid entertainer in the world. Nobody has ever achieved that, and I don't think anybody ever will.
Houdini will live on in those who carry on his tradition. Will there ever be another? The secrets are inside the Houdini Museum.